Good evening all. I know it's getting a bit dark, but I thought I'd show you around the back garden because it's been a while. And as you can see, can you remember the geraniums that I put in? These were the tubs and troughs where we had the tulips, and all I did was top the soil up and then planted them in, and I added a bit of slow release food. You'll have to excuse the voice. I'm chewing on some wine gums, Maynards. Yummy yummy. Anyway, they've been lovely both on the front and back of the house. Sweet peas have been fantastic. They've got all pods now. We've still got a few ones dotted around, but that's okay. They were out for ages. Now, oh, can you see the yellow flower down just there? That's a dahlia. I've got another dahlias just here coming up, and there's a few more down there. So it's not been great this part here this summer. Got to do a bit of thinking for next year, but it's had its moments. We've had some lovely poppies, but they've all died off now. You can see we've got the tall plant going up here. That's the foxglove, a white one. So that's been nice. I'm going to just take you round. You can see it's after the winds. We've got a few pots dotted around. Right. So the rose, what can I say about that? It's been absolutely fantastic. We've had no end of blooms off that. And this here, folks, is that the 2 raised beds what I put in late. You can see the dahlias are now loving that soil, and they're all growing up. They're going to have some beautiful flowers on those. In fact, just over there you can see we've got the first one come out. And what we got here, we've got it's, I forgot, snapdragons, is it? And we've got some asters down there coming all across here. That's these. And then the bit of a jungle down here, this is where we've got tomato plants. We've got some down here. I've just neglected these, to be honest. But we have got tomatoes on them. I'm not going to get right in. And we can see. Can you see the cucumber down there? That's that plant there. That's growing up. The white flowers at the back here is cosmos. So yeah, I've got a little bit of tidying up to do here. I've had the broken plant down there is a hollyhock. I've had to break that off because it's in the wrong place and it's interfering with the tree passing on diseases and stuff. Now just look at the apples. Now we have got an infestation, you can see it on here, of the woolly aphid thing. So I need to get some fairy liquid, a mild fairy liquid wash. I need to be scrubbing on those. I've neglected it. You can see it here. Just look at that. Woolly aphids. Okay. Now what will, if I don't do anything about that, what could happen is it could encourage the ants to come up the tree to eat on it, and they could damage the apples if there's some sort of break in the skin and that. So but anyway, I've got a few dahlias what I never managed to get in. These are clangers mix and some foxgloves. And then if you come across here, you can see we've got some of the tubs. I've stuck them up on here so we can see when we're looking out the living room window some nice flowers. And we've got, they're all coming out lovely. They've been late this year, but it's been good. You can see that the strawberries I've cut back. I've cut these right down now. They will then grow again, and then I'll give them another cut in late autumn. Look at this. We've got polyanthers coming out in flower in summer. We've got some more. I've got a yellow one down there. A few weeds and that in here. Got to get those sorted. And there's some more down there. These were all little plants what I found in the troughs, and then I grew them on. So they were all self-setters. Now down here we've got zinnias and asters. Don't they look beautiful? Let's just zoom in for you so you can just see. Let's look at that. Fantastic. Aren't they beautiful? That's what it's all about. All the hard work. Can you see those big leaves there? I believe they're foxgloves. Now, these hollyhocks have been beautiful. I don't know we can see that. They have been beautiful. We never set them here, they've been self-set. Just look at the one over there. Let's see, I'll zoom in for you rather than walk. Let's look at that. Fantastic. I like both that colour and this one here. And you can see it's a bit windy tonight. I'm going to zoom back out for you. Let's just take you a little stroll around here. Well, we did experiment. We've got a cucumber plant in here. Now let's have a look. I've not looked at this recently. Let's see if there's anything happening. Oh yeah, we've got a little cucumber. We've got several little cucumbers on here. Look at them all. We've got 1, 2, 3. There's 3 cucumbers. No, I can see another one there. There's 4 or 5 on there actually. And this plant here is a courgette, and it's not liking this pot at all. We have had a couple off it, but no, it just doesn't like it. Never mind. You win some and you lose some. You can't expect miracles all the time. Oh, and just look. Look at the clematis. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. And then on the back part here, which is fenced off, we've got the daisies. These have been fantastic this year. It's such a display. They've been very large. And what do you think to the pear tree? Just look at that. Can you see those? Just look at those pears. Well, what about the plum tree here? This is a president plum. Don't they look like fine specimens? Just look at them. Don't know how many we've got on there. I think we may have 50 or so plums on here. It could even be more than that. I'm just having a little quick count while you're looking there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I think there's 50 on there. Just, can you see the apple tree at the back? Got some big apples on that little tree. It's been neglected, but it's got them on it. Take you up the tree, you can see some more. Ooh. And that's about it. That's the little update. You can see you'll have to excuse all the weeds. Not been on here for, I guess, a couple of weeks because I've been busy on the allotment. So we've got lots to do. Oh, I'll tell you what I will say. This part down here, which looks terrible, we've even got a bramble down there. We're going to introduce the raised beds along here. So there's going to be 3 double raised beds. And then it will be, we'll have, next year we're going to be having, oh, the raised beds are going to come, let me just get over here. They're not going to go right up to the fence, they'll come to about here. So there'll still be a bit of soil on the other end, because we don't want to damage this clematis here. We've got another couple down there along the wall, so I've got to be careful there. I'm just trying to think. No, I don't think there was anything else in here. Nothing to worry about, no. So they'll come out, and to say we'll have new beds in, so that'll be something to look forward to for next year. I have got no shortage of perennials to put in. And that's my little dog lady. Say hello. Yeah, that's it then. Thanks for watching. Hello all, and good afternoon. Today I thought I just had a reminder on YouTube. I've forgotten who it was now, but they were asking about the rhubarb. So anyway, it got me thinking that I'll give a few short videos today, and I'm going to do a rhubarb one, and probably a strawberry, and maybe the dahlia. But what I thought I'd start off with is the flower bed. Now, what you're viewing now is what I planted, was it a couple of months ago? I sowed the seed. They were annual mix, and I think there was one for bees and some bees and butterflies or something. So that's what went in here. I also sprinkled some Californian poppy seeds, and I put some cosmos, what I'd grown from seed. They got transplanted in, and the dahlias, I'm going to put my finger in, this one just there, they were the dahlias what came from the tubers. So I think there was 3 or 4 on the back there what came from tubers. The rest of the dahlias what are growing in here were planted. That was in this annual bed here. I don't know whether you can see it. You might just be able to see it just over here. I'll move the camera around in a minute. That's the perennial bed, and all those dahlias what you see in there were the ones what were grown from seed earlier on in the year. Anyway, this has been really beautiful. We've never, at home, I've never been brought up with annual seeds and that. At home it's always been bedding plants. So this is something what I've been exploring myself, and it's something what I'm going to have a lot more of. I'll certainly be repeating this next year. Obviously there's going to be a lot of self-setter seeds, so I'm going to use these same beds like it is now. I have actually got dozens of packets of seeds, flower seeds, ready for next year. Some of them are perennials, some are annuals, and they've all most of them have come off the magazines. So we've got the weekly ones, we've got the Amateur Gardening and the Gardening News, I believe it is, and quite often you'll get 1 or 2 packs of seeds on those each week. If you go down to your local shop on the Tuesday, probably mid-morning time, then you'll see the fresh ones in. I highly recommend those, just for the seeds, even if you're not interested in reading the magazines. for me it's a bonus. You know, I'll sit back at night and I'll read them. It's great. So yeah, these annuals, brilliant for attracting the insects. You've got the bees. You might be able, I don't know whether, let's see if you can see, we've got a bee down there. I'm sure you'll be able to pick it up on the video. I can't see it on the screen. It's attracting the hoverflies. There's masses of hoverflies this year, and they particularly like the poppies. And I've got several varieties growing in here, which I can only assume mostly must have come from the annual mix. I'm going to have a look on earlier videos just to confirm that, because maybe I did sprinkle some poppy seed. If I did, it would have been from a packet of seeds. It wasn't my own seed that I've picked on previous years, because they're different poppies. Right, you've had long enough on that view there. Let's just take a different angle. Let's aim it at those flowers over there. Just look at those. If I zoom in a little, I think we'll leave it at that. So over there, what you're looking at is all different varieties of poppies, and you've got the dahlias here. Don't they look lovely? Say, the flowers for me was all about sitting up here, enjoying all the nice colours, you know, especially when you're feeling fed up down in the dumps. And I do get a good few days like that. So I can come down here, and after I've had a few minutes up here looking at all the bees and hoverflies and that going around on these plants, it just you just feel so much better. And looking at the bees here, in fact, I'm going to move the camera around again, because on these, and I'm going to see if I can zoom in for you. Let's see if I can. I've got to. You have to excuse this. They're a bit too quick for me. I'm going to just undo my. That's better. I can move around now. Oh, they've all gone. They've all gone. Never mind. Right. Let's... Oh, just look at the... Just take that in there. Let me just go out. There you are. Look at that dahlia there. Isn't that beautiful? And these make great paintings. It's really fun. I know you can hear the road noise. You know, I never really took any notice of it until the last few days. It's just something that's been a bit like a clock, and I've just missed it. That's what it's all about, beautiful flowers. So now back in the perennial area. And what you're looking at the minute is some clangers mix dahlias. If we can zoom in, you can see it's we can see it on there. It's attracting the bees. So I've got all different types of dahlias in here, and there's a lot that are still yet to come out in flower. But from initial look, I've got yellows, whites, reds, a pinky, and there's loads more to come out. I'm going to just zoom out for you because I need to. Let's just step back a little. So this, what you're looking at here, is a Bishop's Children, and they've got a darker leaf. Now this particular one, can you see? Oh, look at the bee there. Just look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's a pity there's no sun out, so everything's a little bit on the dark side, but I'm hoping you can see that okay. I've got a hoverfly just showed its presence. I can actually zoom in more, but I don't know where it'll focus. I don't think it will. Sorry about that. Let's just zoom out a little. If you just take this all in then, I'll come back in here. So you can see we've got some yellow dahlias there, and we've got there's all these blooms ready to come out. So many. And if we move around here, these are all the Bishop's Children with the dark leaves. And just look at the contrasting colour between those and the foxgloves, which are down just, hang on, there, just there. And then you've got the lighter colour at the back here, there, that's a different dahlia. And we've got snapdragons, I believe that's these here. So say this is my first year with dahlias, growing them properly I should say. And basically, and the same with perennials, it's all new to me, so just look, it's like a lovely colour, beautiful. And then if I just move around, you can see what I'm greeted with if I'm sitting here. I'll just zoom out for you. And there you are. It's so lovely. Hey, can you see that strawberry? Got a strawberry, I've just noticed. Must be a late variety. So there you are. Thanks for watching the flower update.